This one right here is unconscionable. I can't even believe it. This is just taking me to a whole new level. I had to go and lay down and get me some sleep and calm myself down. Tim, I hope you rot in the jailhouse because that's exactly where you belong. Oh my goodness. She's mighty, mighty, just letting it all hang out 'cause she's a brick house. She's rocking it 1 pound at a time, rocking it 1 pound at a time, a brick house. Hashtag 1 pound at a time. Hey y'all, it's your girl, Boss Lady Lexi. Y'all, I am devastated. I watched Welcome to Sweetie Pies every single Saturday. Every single Saturday, okay? I even watched it before it was supposed to come on to make sure that I didn't miss anything from the previous week because I just really, really loved that show so much. And I cannot believe Miss Robbie's firstborn grandson is gone off of this earth because of her son. Oh my goodness. Tim, how? How could you be so evil? How? How could you be so evil, so nasty to have looked in your mother's face for all these years, knowing that you had something to do with your nephew, your brother's son, your mother's first grandson? Murder? How could this even be true? I mean, it's crazy, but it's believable because of how you went behind your mother's back when she's had your back all these years. When you was locked up, your mother had your back. When you came home, your mother had your back. And now your mother ain't gonna have your back no more because this is devastating to her. Would you rather have killed your mom? Is this what you wanted to happen? You wanted the news to break Miss Robbie down, that it would take her out and you would get her money too? You let the devil, because that's the only thing that could have come into play. You let the devil come in and destroy your relationship with your mom, your family. Do you know there are people out here that don't even have a mom? Did you know that? Because apparently you didn't. Because I can't even imagine anyone whose mom, mother, whatever you want to call her, who birthed you, and you would go and deliberately. You can't say this was on accident. Nah, this was on purpose. You did this on purpose. You took out an insurance policy. That's the part that just took me out. You went and had an insurance policy taken out on your nephew. And then you killed him. Well, not you personally, but you hired someone to do it. You know what I'm saying? Awful. Absolutely awful. I mean, awful. I can't even. Whew. Y'all, my little bosses, I'm telling y'all, this is the straw that broke the camel's back for me. Because the love that Miss Robbie had, or she may still have it, but she might be a little mad. Well, no, because it ain't no coming back from this. It cannot be any coming back from this. Miss Robbie loved her grandson. Not only was he her grandson, but he was her first grandson. By her, her grandson, her son, is no longer with us because he was killed in the streets. So she had her grandson. And the only thing I can think of to why you would do something as vindictive as this is because you were jealous. Yep, I said it. He was jealous of the relationship that he and Miss Robbie had. And, Antoine came into play, and oh no. I want to thank you all for watching so far. If you are enjoying this channel and you have not subscribed to the channel, I ask that you just take a moment to subscribe to the channel because there's going to be more to come to the better half of Boss Lady Lexi. So I'll see you on the subscribe side. Oh no, you had to put a stop to this because you weren't getting any attention anymore. You're a grown man. You were a grown man. You was with Janae, and Janae got pregnant and y'all had little Timmy. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Y'all, this has just taken me to a whole new level. Do you hear me? This has taken me to a whole new level because you just don't do stuff like this. You just don't. I can't. Yo, I want to tell y'all something. This is just something you do not do. You do not do. You would. And then you had the audacity, the humiliative gall to try to console your mother. You was being fake and phony when you knew that you was behind this the whole entire time. You're consoling your mother, telling your mother this and telling your mother that and showing your mother this and showing your mother that, and the whole time. Then you had the humiliative gall to be out in the street looking for the killer. How? How could you be looking for somebody? Did you not find yourself? That's what I want to know. Did you not find yourself? Because that was just straight up wrong. And then with all of the money that you did get, and that's even if they even gave you the insurance policy money. But I guess after, X amount of time, the insurance company did give you the money because they didn't find anybody at that particular time. But you only gave the girl who wrote the insurance policy, who was in with it with you, $9,000? Out of all of that money, you gave her $9,000. But there's going to be more to come out to this story. So we've got to stay tuned and we got to keep our ears open because there's going to be more to come out to this story because I still cannot imagine anybody killing their offspring. I just cannot. I just cannot phantom that when there's so many people out here that don't have family. And I know people are probably saying, "Oh, you looking from this from the outside, you don't know what went on." Um Irregardless whatever went on, it does not give you the right to take a person's life. That's what it is. It does not give you the right to take a person's life. The best thing that a person can do is walk away. Be the bigger person and just walk away. And now your mother is in devastation. Your mother is not a young spring chicken anymore. And this is hurting her. I just cannot. I feel for Miss Robbie. I'm praying for Miss Robbie that God will just rock her in his arms, that he would be with her, that her sisters would be there with her through this time because her and her sisters, they are thick as thieves, honey. Can't nothing come between them because they are thick as thieves, and that is a wonderful thing. They are probably right by her side right now. Right now. They ain't talking about your little worthless, no good self, Tim. No, 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 no. They not talking about you. They ain't talking about you at all. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And what kind of role model were you for Charles? You kept promising Charles this and promising Charles that, and you never even came through on the stuff that you promised Charles. But Charles hung in there with you. He hung in there with you. Not only that, Miss Robbie hung in there with you. She had your back. No matter what. No matter what the media said. No matter what. And her grandson was getting himself together. He went and got his GED. Charles was helping him study. Charles was, hanging out with him and, taking him into good places and letting him see that, hey, there's a world out here that's beyond, the bad things. There's a world out here that's positive. And that's where Miss Robbie comes in as the grandmother, saying that, hey, this is a good side of my grandchild that I like to see. He's changing his ways. He is changing his ways. His ways have changed. He's looking to a better life now, a greater future, only to be cut short. Only to be cut short by you, Tim, the jealous one. Wow. I just can't imagine all of the things that, your mother did for you. And I can imagine them. I know I say I can't imagine, but I can imagine them because I'm a mother. And we, as mothers, we go through so much for our children. We will go to hell and back for our children. But there comes a time when Miss Robbie should have cut them strings from you. When you did all that you did to her with those restaurants, opening up restaurants, using her money, going behind her back. But you know what? It boils down to relinquish control. Relinquish control. That's when you gotta cut your ties with your children and let your children go on their own. You've got to step back. Not saying that you're not going to be the mama, but you got to step back and let them see their own way through. And maybe that's what Miss Robbie was doing. We don't know. But for you to do this to your nephew, your only nephew, you will rot in hell, okay? And when you stand before God, when you stand before God, I wouldn't want to be in your shoes. I would not want to be in your shoes because what you did was so wrong. So wrong. You better not even write your mother, nobody. You better take all the time that you won't have in that cell, which is probably going to be life, and think about what you did, because what you did was wrong. It was just, you took a bright kid's future who was turning himself around. You took it away from him. He was young. You still here, living. And your nephew didn't even have an opportunity to live. Because, see, he was still young, trying to find his way. You know, when you're young, you want to be bad, and and so that you can be recognized and be this and be that. But when you go to turn your life around, and that's what you didn't want to see. You didn't want him to turn his life around because you knew, hey, he might take my legacy from me. Whew, man, money can't make you happy. It can't. Money cannot make you happy. Yeah, it might make you comfortable, or it might make you where you can get things that you've never had, or you can just get things whenever you want it. But it can't make you happy, because I just can't even imagine through all of that you've gone through. Look where you ended up. Look where you have ended up. I'm just, I am so hurt. And it don't make no sense for you to have done this. And you lied to your mother. You've lied to us. You've lied to your family. You've lied to your children, your son. You are an habitual liar. And then you had the nerve to smile on your mugshot picture. Like you didn't even care. What kind of animal would do something like that? It's just terrible. It is just terrible, 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 terrible. I can't even think about anything because I loved Welcome to Sweetie Pies. I looked at it every single Saturday. Every single Saturday. And what I got from the show is no family is perfect. But what I got from it was the love that was shown and was displayed. From all of you all, and especially the sisters. Oh my gosh, the sisters. Oh my goodness, the sisters, y'all. They were my favorite. They were like my favorite. Oh my gosh, they were so protective of their sister, Miss Robbie. Oh my gosh. They were so protective. And they saw the good. They saw the good. I just can't even imagine how anybody could smile in somebody's face. Smile in somebody's face, you and how could you smile in your mom's face every single day? Every single day. Every single day. Mm. Every single day you would smile in this woman's face. For years. Days, hours, minutes. Talk to her on the phone. Shooting the breeze with her. Taking her out to dinner. Going over her house. Helping her with things. Helping her with the restaurants. I could keep going on and on and on and on. You wanted to look like you was the good son. The perfect son. The son who turned himself around. The son who would do anything for his mother. Your mother had to take you to court. I'm just baffled as I sit here and wipe the tears from my eyes. I can't even believe that I'm actually wasting my tears on you, because I'd rather use my tears on something better than the low-life scum of the earth that you are. As I sit here and look at the picture of the sisters, whew, just as I sit here and look at the picture of the sisters, that's the family right there. That is the family right there. It's her sisters, her blood sisters. That's her family. You know, that's her family. And you know, when I sit and think about all that just went down in the media, you know, with Janae and, you know, them, maybe, you know, I don't think Janae knew anything about this, but she wanted to protect her son, and she had to protect her family. So, you know, her son is her family. And if you could do something to your own nephew, that means you would do it to your own son. You know? And I don't want to, you know, get into that part of this, because it's not even about that. It's about Miss Robbie and how you deceived her for all these years. I just cannot believe. Oh my gosh, I just pray to God that her sisters stay by her side, you know, because it's no, I don't even know if there's a coming back after this, you know. And Miss Robbie, she's a spiritual woman, so I know that she's leaning on God, and she's praying to God to help get her through this, because it is so heart-wrenching. Wow. Wow. That's all I can say is, wow. A good mother who loved her son despite what he did, that was the past. She looked beyond the past. And she brought you on to her business. She taught you the business. She instilled in you her recipes, her stories. She did all of this for her son because she always wanted to leave a legacy. Because she's all she talked about, was leaving a legacy, you know. And she did that. She's the mother of the year. The mother of the year. Oh my gosh. Mm, 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 mm. It's just, I'm just don't know what to say. I really don't know what else to say, but we've got to keep Miss Robbie and her sisters in the family in our prayers. That's what we've got to do. We've got to keep them in our prayers and just pray that God will keep them. That God will give them the strength to get through this, because today is just the beginning of many a days. Today is just the beginning of needing to know more answers. Today is the day that they didn't just lose and get closure. And not even closure, but closure to know who killed their family member, Miss Robbie's grandson. But there's going to be a trial, and they're going to need the strength of all of our prayers that can get them through this trial. Miss Robbie, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. But I'm glad to know that there's closure. I'm glad to know that we serve a God who looks high and he looks down low. And he sees all and he knows all. And you can't hide from God, because God will bring everything to the forefront.